Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now on GSL's Terminus Re. We have got FienDestiny taking on Drunkenboi, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the semi-final matchup, the first one of the evening in tonight's Pro Let It Ride tournament. Super excited for this. Destiny already got a string of victims behind himself right now. He has taken out Totoro, and as we all know, that is not a picnic. And then he took out, who was it he took out in the last one? Oh, he took out our winner from last week, and Dead. So my goodness, he has really done a lot of work. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But let's take a look at the spawn positions here. Destiny going to be spawning as our green Zerg here at the 6 o'clock position. 9 o'clock, we're going to find Drunkenboi as our yellow Terran. So it's yet another TVZ here. Nice map for this. Now, I do want to just point out that there is a lot of dead space in this map. You'll notice, like, south of these, well, it doesn't matter. There's all over the map. But look at that. Just big open space here. Lots and lots of open space. So it makes this map sort of favor drop play in some respects. But it also has this humongous center in where, look at this. It's almost wide open. It's got this paving blocker thing here in the center. But plenty of Zelnaga towers on low ground. Really adds an interesting dynamic to the map, and we can potentially get some solid macro games out of this as well. Now let's take a look here. Drunkenboi going to be starting off with a decent looking wall in here. He's got his barracks here set up, and Destiny going to start with a spawning pool. No hatch quite yet. Kind of interesting. And that's a scout. Thought he might be going for an expand. However, he is not. He is cruising out across the map here as quickly as possible. And he is about to pass the scout of his opponent. There they go. He says, hey, what's up, man? On their way. I love how friendly these guys are to each other. Here comes the SCV scout from Drunkenboi. Looks like he's going to make it in here to see what's going on. And this guy not able to make it up the ramp here. So now he knows where his opponent is. It is completely walled off. Does see a Marine already. He's like, okay, time to head back. Head back to camp. So nice defense here so far from Drunkenboi, denying the scouting. Destiny can't even make it up the ramp to get any information quite yet. So he's going to have to use his overlords here. You can see him. He's probably going to go ahead and get this guy in position to get some scouting information right around the 5-minute mark. Let's take a look at what's going on for Destiny here real quick. FienDestiny. He's got a hatchery going down. In pretty decent time. There goes his first gas. Couple Marines going to cruise over here and just see what they can see. There is going to be a Zergling here ready to die. Nice micro, didn't even get hit there. And got to put a little bit of pressure on this hatch. It's going to take them a good long while to kill it, that's for sure. Probably not going to be able to deny it here, and look at that. He's just going to go ahead and back out, but he does see the timings, knows that that's about to complete. He knows that he forced his opponent to start production of some fighting units. And notice what Destiny did. He did start 6 Zerglings just in case he's going to have to defend here. But here comes the drone transfer and a queen transfer as well. Now we do have an expand going down for Drunkenboi as well. And do have a factory on a reactor. Double Hellions out already. And a Roach Warren going down for Destiny. So, gearing up pretty solid here. We do have double refineries, so we may see a starport here fairly soon. Either that, or we're going to be going for some more factories, I guess. But here comes the Hellion Harass. No static defense here at this moment. Hellion's going to be able to do a decent amount of damage here. And here comes the Marines to deal with the Queens. Not bad play here at all. And Drunkenboi going to be waiting for probably a couple reinforcements here in just a moment. Nice control here from Drunkenboi. Does see the roaches. That is the cue to get the heck out of there. You will see him backing out absolutely at this point. going to need more forces to deal with those roaches. But he did stall mining here at the expand for a moment, as well as get a decent amount of... I got a couple kills off the Zerglings. I don't think he really got any drone kills. But regardless, he's looking pretty solid. Let's take a look at units lost and just see where we're at. Yeah, it's not very much yet. It's just a little bit of back and forth here. But no serious engagements quite yet. Oh, look at that decal. I love this decal. That fist. There, you can see it there. It's a good looking decal. Well, with map control right now going in favor of Drunkenboi. He's going to be gearing up for a decent little bunker defense here at his main. Going to put down some supply depots as well. Make a nice little wall off. Try and keep this tight as possible. Now, this is a slightly different version than Terminus SE. You'll notice that there's no ramp here to get down into the third, which there is in Terminus SE. And in Terminus RE, that's a rich Vespene geyser here, as well as just this 6 mineral patches. I think the other one has 5 mineral patches and a non-rich Vespene geyser, just a regular Vespene geyser. But here comes a drop. We do have a medevac full of Marines. Scouted here right away. Looks like these guys are going to go ahead and snipe the Overlord. Only one Marine getting out of there. I don't think they even got a kill. Oh, but look at this. Out of position for the Roaches, and Hellions coming in. Do get a couple drone kills here, so not bad at all. Not a bad little play there from Drunkenboi, trying to be pesky here. I'm liking that quite a bit. Units lost going to show. But Destiny is slightly behind, and losing drones, not a good idea. Oftentimes, these games do come down to how well you can defend your economy. So, pretty interesting stuff. And looks like we're going to have another drop. 2 Hellions now, and look at this. Drunkenboi going to be securing his third here. I love this base here in Terminus RE because of the rich Vespene geyser. 6 mineral patches is plenty here, so nice stuff. And look at this. Destiny responding in kind. Knows he's going to need his third base here. Taking that as well. So, good Roaches here. Here comes some Hellion drops. We do have the Blue Flame now. Going to pick up a couple kills here. Looks like they did get some decent drone kills. Units tab going to show that indeed FienDestiny down to 33 drones right now. He's staying on top of it pretty well. But the economic advantage definitely going to Drunkenboi at this point. Phenomenal play so far from Drunkenboi. He is staying very aggressive. And Destiny taking it in stride. I mean, we got to give this guy a lot of credit. It's not like he's just getting waxed right now, but he is taking it in pretty decent stride, keeping a cool head. Now going to be doing a pretty decent defense. Looks like he's got his opponent pegged here for just a moment. Losing 2 Hellions there, pretty costly. And look at that, double engineering bays. Wow. Infantry, armor, and attack upgrades. We're going to be going for some fairly heavy infantry, it looks like, towards the mid to late game. See how that's going to go for Drunkenboi. Let's take a look. We do have this infestation pit, though. Man, I don't know. Good infestor play here is going to be super effective against heavy barracks play. So I think Destiny going to be in great shape here heading into the mid to late game. Well, I don't know. A lot of Marauders. If he's going very heavy with Marauders, he should be okay. What do we got here? 7 Marines. Looks like we're going to go see another drop on from the other direction. Looks like he's going to cruise out across the center of the map here first. And then dip down, maybe even try and deny this expand. There he is right there. Yep. Indeed. Going to go right over the expand. But here comes some movement from Destiny. He has got a very, very large roach force here. And deciding to back out there. Does see these guys entering his creep. And there they go. Fungal's going down. Now Drunkenboi going to have to decide how he's going to deal with all of these infestors. This infestor play can be so brutal. He is going to take this opportunity to cruise out. He's got a couple siege tanks, 4 siege tanks here. Pretty decent numbers. Spreading these tanks extremely well. Going to try and keep these medevacs under control, but going to take a forward position here and try and starve his opponent on this 3-base play. Can potentially do it as well. I mean, he's got a pretty decent amount of marauders here. Probably could go ahead and reinforce a couple of them. He is going to keep most of his force back here at the back at his main. But siege tanks here in this forward position. I like how he's just camping on the creep too, letting his opponent know exactly the numbers. So I mean, he's doing this on purpose. He's keeping most of his reinforcements back here at the base. Just going to be moving his tanks forward here until it's time for go time. Looks like maybe just do a little bit of leapfrogging here. But nice spread here on the tanks. Oh, you're going to have to unsiege these suckers. Oh, they're going to blast each other away. I love that infestor play. So smart. Just toss out one infested Terran right next to a tank and let the splash damage do the rest. Can be super frustrating. Here comes a drop in the main. Drunkenboi really going to be putting the pressure on his opponent here. I'm liking it quite a bit. Picking these guys up immediately. And in the meantime, going to be working on leapfrogging some tanks forward here. Look at that. A missile turret, the works. He's going to have quite a bit. And a bunker. Boy, I'm really liking this play. Going to go put some harass on this expand. He's got about a maxed out army here. Destiny not too far behind. There's another drop going down in the main as well. Looking really solid here. Drunkenboi trying to take this down with just massive amounts of harassment here. Like it quite a bit. Boy, press 1 if you like harassment out there on the live stream. This is really fun play. Cruising forward here. We do have another missile turret going down. And it looks like it's about to be go time. Uh-oh. Good fungal going down there. Here comes the mass. Man, let's get rid of these. At least maybe we can see something that's going on underneath these overlords. Looks like he did clean this force up pretty good. Drunkenboi backing out there just a little bit. Putting down some more harass here. Looks really solid. He's trying to stop all the mining that he possibly can at this point. I think this is just phenomenal play. That's a lot of roaches, though. A lot of roaches. Good harass. He's really keeping his opponent's economy low, low, low. Notice what he's done here. He's taken his 4th base here and about ready to take a 5th. Drunkenboi just going to starve his opponent to death here. Now, Destiny, I think, realizes what's going on. He's trying to put together a force big enough to break out here. Now, I think I heard... a Nidus worm. Did I hear a Nidus worm? Maybe not. Here comes the main attack. I guess we probably ought to watch that. Tanks cruising forward here. A lot of Marines cruising forward. Look at this. How often do you get to see Terran players streaming units across the map? That's funny. But Drunkenboi expanding at will at this point, really keeping his economy strong and just starving his opponent. I mean, really this natural here about to be mined out. He does have this small natural that's, I mean, it's still full, but look how oversaturated it is. He's got to break out here eventually. Otherwise, I mean, Drunkenboi really just has got absolute map control. Phenomenal stuff. Really great play. But Drunkenboi, yet again, cruising forward here. He's got a large force in this forward position. What is that? Oh my goodness, it's more command centers. It's like, man, that's like a mega command center. But it's actually 4. Do have some brood lords. Looks like Drunkenboi gonna want to back out here until he can get an answer, a little bit better answer to that. Does have a battle cruiser. Oh, and look at that neural parasite going down on the battle cruiser. That is phenomenal. Got to love it. Another battle cruisers though. These battle cruisers, oh my goodness, they're just going to be doing a lot of damage here. Well, you can hardly see with that many medevacs. Can't see what's going on underneath here, but there's a couple units. This broodlord about to die. Down he goes. Looking pretty solid. Attack about to continue. I'm loving this tech switch from Drunkenboi, going straight for battle cruiser. Getting some mules in on the fight, it looks like. Drunkenboi, there is not much mining to be done in these drop areas, so a little bit of a misclick there from Drunkenboi. That's okay. He's got so much micro to do right now. I mean, it's hard to get those things done correctly. Yeah, see, he's just so focused on this battle, he doesn't know exactly where to drop his mules, but extremely well done there. Nice game. Game number 1 does go to Drunkenboi. We'll be going to game number 2 here in just a minute, so don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. We will see you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on Tal'Darim Altar. This is actually GSL's version of it. I don't think there's much different. They've got some different, I don't know, like, stuff. I don't think there's any actual difference though, but you can see it's got this little high ground thing here, and they changed the outlook of it here a little bit at each of these bases, so kind of interesting. See, you got this little high ground thing here. You can actually plant an overlord right in the dead center of it, and ground units won't be able to see it, so kind of useful there, but that's okay. As long as nobody complains about the map pick, I guess we'll be alright. A little bit of an extractor trick there. Oh, this is the one that's got the half expand too. Drunkenboi going to be spawning at the top right location as our yellow Terran. And Destiny going to be spawning as our green Zerg. Sorry about that, we're getting into it. Guess I'm losing my mind. But yeah, Destiny going to be down 1 game at this point. Drunkenboi doing a great job keeping his opponent contained on 3 base and just kind of bled him to death. Just attacking him from all 3 sides at once. Man, brutal, brutal, brutal stuff. Love you, Vex. Shout out to Vex as well. Battle cruisers operational. What do they say? I can't remember. Look at this. Drunkenboi going to be walling in. Looks like he wants his 2 base here very, very quickly. And Drunkenboi, yeah, he's got this supply depot here, double racks. We'll see if he's going to put some pressure on. Looks like he is going to send out his scouting SCV here. And there goes another. Did see his opponent coming this way.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Pretty interesting. It's nice to watch their, their vision for just a moment sometimes and just see what these guys are doing here. Like, check this out. Watch what Destiny's actually doing. Watch his player camera for just a moment so you can see what he's looking at. Pretty cool. Alright, check APM. I know sometimes we like to see that since we're still a little bit early in this game, not tons going on. May as well give it a solid look. Uh-oh, pause please, he's lagging. Well, you gotta love this serious action. I mean, if the first couple minutes of the game aren't boring enough, right? Let's add some serious pauses in there. Woohoo! There we go. We're ready to go. Alrighty. Now we do have some movement here. We've got SCVs and Marines. Looks like we're going to be staging a little bit of an attack here. Scouted. Destiny knows what's coming his way. Is going to see that there are 4 SCVs. Look at that, and immediately canceling this expand. Putting down double spine crawlers here. He's got 2 queens. Look at that. Drunkenboi going to be putting down bunkers. And I'm not entirely... He hasn't even really walked in here. Does he have vision of this? I think he should have just walked in here first and seen.
Go, go, go.
Now, Destiny going to be having to gear up for some kind of defense here. He's going to have to break out of there immediately. Not right away, but definitely has to get this taken care of soon. He's going to start losing expand time here. I mean, we're at 6 minutes right now, approaching the 7-minute mark, and at that point, I mean, he's got to have at least a macro hatch, but I don't know. Let's see, he's going to get a roach warren here. I think that's probably a decent idea at this point. Trying to draw him into the range of the bunkers there. Going to be leapfrogging. Oh, I like this. He's got his creep spread going. Going to be leapfrogging his spine crawlers forward here. Nice. Putting down the hatchery. This is great timing. He's got to go ahead and get his expand up and running. Otherwise, he's just going to start to be economically starved. He knows that his opponent's going to be expanding behind this. He's going to try and commit. Drunkenboi will try and commit as little resources to this bunker contain as possible. And probably try and macro up behind this as much as he possibly can. Let's take a look at his units tab. He's actually slightly behind in the harvester count, so he's committing a lot of units to this. And going to be backing out right away. He does have one Marine here. Knows that he's about done with that. No cancel on that one. Those are trying to be canceled. Looks like you will get the cancel there, or the refund, or whatever it's called. Salvage. Does get the salvage on those. Going to be putting down his bunkers here in a defensive position. Supply depot here for the solid wall off. Do have a tech lab on this barracks. And Destiny going to be countering, it looks like, here in just a moment. Cruising, cruising, cruising right now. Oh, wow, not in range there. These roaches going to be happily spitting acid towards these barracks here. Going to burn these suckers down with acid. Gotta love that. What is it called? Acid saliva. Gross. Lift this one off. Now let's check the economy. I've got this units tab up here, but notice what Destiny's doing. He is droning up like something fierce, and he is taking his third here. So he is going to be he knows what he's going to do. Now he is going to beat his opponent to the punch economically here and try and keep the pressure on him. Now look at this. What's slightly different than what we found in that last game. Drunkenboi going to be kind of stuck on 2 base potentially here. We'll see if Destiny's going to keep that pressure on and try and keep him from expanding. I imagine that's what he's going to try and do. But taking this third base is really going to serve him well. It does have just 1 Vespene geyser here in this particular version and only 5 mineral patches. Let's take a look at units lost. It's actually dead even there. Yeah, but look at this. The SCV count here for Drunkenboi just slightly behind. Of course, I mean, if you look at income, it's going to be relatively the same. Look at that. Drunkenboi actually ahead most of the time because of that mule advantage. Mules are, oh my gosh, unbelievable stuff. But here comes movement. Looks like Drunkenboi going to try and put some pressure on. Scouted here right away. Destiny does have control of this Zelnaga tower. Absolutely knows his opponent's headed his way, but look at this. We do have this expand already up and running here for Destiny. Let's take a look at the units tab. What do we have on the way? More roaches, it looks like, and a spire. Drunkenboi looking to send this barracks over for a little bit of scouting intel. Wants to see what's going on. Tanks down here on the low ground. Nice placement here. Using this barracks to scout or to gain vision of the high ground. Increase that sight range for the siege tanks so they can shoot at maximum range. A lot of pressure going on here at this hatchery. Destiny probably going to have to engage this here fairly soon. He's going to be getting out some mutas, but there is a lot of Marines here with stim. Oh, all these mutas going down. That's pretty hefty loss at this point. But here goes the roaches coming in to clean up the tanks. So nice defense there. Drunkenboi not going to give up too soon. That is for sure. Continuing to keep the pressure on. Going to drop these guys down, heal them up, and get ready to send them back in, I assume. But look at this. Destiny going to be cruising out across the map here with a pretty decent-sized force. He does have a slight supply advantage. He is getting a lot of mutas out right now. Check that production tab. Probably going to start doing some muta harass to see how Drunkenboi deals with the harassment. Wow, a couple Marines able to hold off, scare off, I should say, a whole bunch of mutas there. Now, Drunkenboi is still on 2 base, but it looks like he's moving out here to secure his 3rd. He does have an orbital command cruising out already. And Destiny, we'll see if he's going to gear up for another expand here, if he's just going to keep going for this harass off of 3 base. His main is getting fairly low here, so he's going to have to be careful of that. Really going to be relying on these roaches here to tank a lot of damage here on the low ground and allow Zerglings and Mutalisks to really be his DPS here. So this is actually kind of interesting play. I'm liking this unit composition pretty well. Good number of Mutalisks here are going to be doing a lot of damage. Going to take out this expand. Here comes the Marines in the back. Oh, a lot of SCVs going down. Here come the Marines. And Zerglings in the mix. And look at this. Drunkenboi having to pull a lot of SCVs here. Starting to become in a lot of trouble. And wow, this attack from FienDestiny just going extremely well. Taking out that expand is just a big loss for Drunkenboi at this time. And notice what Destiny's doing behind that. He's taking his 4th. He's got this sucker up and running. We can expect a drone transfer. There it is right there. Wow, extremely nice play. And we do have a phenomenal number of mutas still on the field after all of that work. And just a few Zerglings, looks like 1 or 2. You can see here I've got them all selected. And it happens to only be 3. It looks like a few more there, but it's actually only 3. I got them selected, so here let's... Yeah, still just 3. There's only 3. But there are some Banelings. Okay, that's 11 Banelings. I know I'm not really that funny, but I try hard. So here comes some more Mutalisk harass. Look at that. A lot of missile turrets here, but they're going to go down super fast because there's no SCVs there to repair them. A couple Mutalisks looking to go down here pretty quick, though. Marines stimming in here to try and fend these guys off, but this Muta harass, wow! Tables have turned in game number 2. I'll tell you what, Destiny now doing the same type of thing that his opponent did to him. But look at this, Drunkenboi not going to sit back lackadaisically. He is going to really try and keep the pressure on his opponent. Oh, I love this little trick. Putting these guys up on the high ground here. Going to do as much damage as possible. Oh, nice control from Drunkenboi. Back and forth, but take a look, these Mutalisks tearing this base apart now from the backside. Drunkenboi going to be cruising out across the map with his entire force here. Good control here again with this medevac back up to the high ground. Oh, it's so pesky. And here come the tanks. Is he going to be able to make this attack stick here? before these Mutalisks just rip everything to shreds. Looks like Destiny will be backing out here to go and engage this whole entire force here. But look at these tanks. Banelings in the mix. We've got Zerglings all over the place. These guys getting cleaned up extremely fast. And Drunkenboi's army just starting to fall to pieces. Tank's going to be going down here, and that is looking to be about it, ladies and gentlemen. He does have another base up here, up and running. He's going to try and hold out for just one more, it looks like, but oh my goodness. FienDestiny GGing out of this game. I don't think he means that he thinks that he's going to quit, but Muta's going to finally handle that medevac. Destiny does have quite a few units now cruising out across the map. This could be a death blow, that is for sure. Are we going to see some Banelings? There's 3 of them. And some more. Nice. And a couple Mutalisks here, it looks like, as well. There's the GG from Drunkenboi. Way too many to deal with there. Extremely well played for both of these players. Game number 3 is going to be on the way now. It's tied up 1-1. Tons and tons of fun. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. If you don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. We'll see you guys in just a moment.